What's going on, everybody? We are back. We got another reaction for y'all. We checking out Yelawolf, To Whom It May Concern. I was told this was a good one. I was told to do a reaction to it. So we here. Y'all make sure hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. And let's get into it.
So I had a phone call with a good friend of mine the other night, and it seems that I've created some confusion. He told me straight up, people don't know you like I do, man. I guess I haven't said enough, or maybe I've said too much, I don't know. But I don't want to leave any stone unturned. No questions about who I am or what I represent. So here you go.
Okay, so this is him just telling us who he is, making sure y'all not confused about who he is.
I grew up in the deep gutter, raised by wolves, church steeples in a single white mother, taught to be blind to any color by hippies who've been smoking weed since the 60s, reduced to hassle for bed covers, rock and roll, country music.
Taught to be blind to any color by hippies who've been smoking weed since the 60s. Okay, saying he's raised by a single white mother and he was taught to, be colorblind when it comes to people. See people for who they are, not for what they look like.
I grew up in the deep gutter, raised by wolves, church steeples in a single white mother, taught to be blind to any color by hippies who've been smoking weed since the 60s, reduced to hassle for bed covers, rock and roll, country music and cocaine, one hand on the Bible and the Ouija board in the other. The irony of it all is so thick that a flower gets stuck in the thin air of that dope smoke. Leonard Skinner and Michael Jackson, practicing moonwalking with a broomstick in the kitchen, popping and locking, no BET on television. We didn't have it, we had the rabbits, the tinfoil, mason jar on the counter full of bacon oil. Now looking back, talking about freedom, yeah, you were spoiled. Oblivious to the hideous crimes from the insidious minds that took place right below us on the southern shore. The blood and the pain left the recoil. The creek waters holding secrets. Ghosts of Confederate veterans in the wind. Backwoods are haunted with the death and the sin. Slave ships carried the lost souls. Wicked white men slaughtering angels for a fucking barcode. We bear these wicked ways. The world is still.
Wicked white man slaughtering angels for a bark. Alright, he's just kind of telling us his story. Tell us where he grew up, how he was raised, what he was taught. Which still makes me curious about what happened between him and Royce the 5'9". Because I believe Royce said it was something along the lines of him being racist. I may be wrong on that, but I really want to know what happened between those two. Yeah, they never said what it was, but I really want to know.
Haunted with the death and the sin. Slave ships carried the lost souls. Wicked white men slaughtering angels for a fucking barcode. We bear these wicked ways. The world is still turning. And these motherfuckers with their crosses is still burning. Yeah, I seen them at the courthouse. Not really sure what they trying to prove still. Jumped over mountains, they still trying to move hills. And the daughters probably listen to Drew Hill. Pussy hotter than blue steel for Drew Hill. Some Jesus gon' take the wheel, no you still drunk. The youth here punks.
He's saying you got these KKK members still burning crosses, but their daughters are in love with black men. I mean, that gotta be tough, right? Like, you'd be a KKK member and then your daughter go out and start messing with black dudes. That gotta be tough, right? That just shot your whole pride. Everything you believe in, you gotta give it up.
Probably listen to Drew Hill. Pussy hotter than blue steel for Drew Hill. Some Jesus come take the wheel, no you still drunk. The youth here punks, the truth here come. I show you how these country folks pop their trunk. And my honesty is modest to tell the whole truth. Yeah, I've pondered and I've pondered to be spit it and called a rigger from who you consider the father at 14 to make you wonder and you wonder. Yeah, that's hard to hear reading, but at that very moment my picture got painted. Call it God, call it what you will, but I knew the South was sick still and in need of some changes, so I took it upon myself to adopt all the outcasts. I took the American and the Confederate flag, threw it in my back pocket. I even went and got tats and carried them like a shield for the shit that won't tell me back. And these redneck brothers of mine playing that.
Okay, so he's saying, take the Confederate flag, the American flag, and basically tried to wash them clean of all the negativity involved with those two flags, or with, yeah, basically involved with those two flags and how people see the South. And you know, it's something I learned, man. The Confederate flag is, a lot of people use it as a way to show their Southern pride, I guess. But yeah, that's something I learned since I've been living in the South.
That 3-6 in a fucking cornfield and beat trucks with lift kits, oblivious to the beauty of juxtaposition. They had no idea how special it was to witness them in deep Alabama playing Snoop and Group Home, then hanging Metallica. I discovered a new zone in Catfish Billy. A way for me to talk about it. From then on, I was questioning how they doubted by my peers who didn't understand that all these years we've been the brunt of the jokes. America made it clear that we were backwards, wrong, behind, and segregated. So I decided the Yelawolf would go make it more obvious that we've grown. I polished up my tone, I signed a shady and brought a record deal home. Look, mama, no hands, I'm coming up, yeah, I'm grown. Respect from the OGs, co-signing my songs. First it was Bun B, then Raekwon and T.I.P. Then all of these MCs wanted features from me, but I was alive while my tongue was a fucking blade to these critics who didn't get it. The clips from the grenade in my teeth, a little too unique. The market for me was smaller than some thought it would be, even me. So I looked in the mirror, saw the Jordans, the gold chain, my shirt, pin, terror, rubber flag in my pocket, red tattooed on my neck, part of Dixie across the stomach, and it ain't clicked yet. Maybe I wore the wrong shoes back to the woods, because these suede number 5s can't get wet. Maybe it's something I need to go figure out on my own. So
that's one thing. I always thought Yelawolf would be bigger than he is, because the dude is a dope rapper. He makes great music. I don't know. I thought he'd be bigger than he is, to be honest.
these suede number 5s can't get wet. Maybe it's something I need to go figure out on my own. So after Radioactive, I took my shit back home. Disappeared from the world, became increasingly different. Tuned in every once in a while to see who was spitting, but mainly I was in Nashville, getting back to my roots. Exploring music with love story, I made it my truth. Dropped a single called Till It's Gone and traveled the globe. I started seeing rebel flags everywhere in my shows. I didn't think nothing of it, I assumed that they get it. I'm on some new South shit, but I have to admit it. I saw the post up on Instagram proclaiming I'm racist, and then I'm fucked in the head and I don't know where my place is. I started taking it personal, cause I treat people equal, homie. I got mixed kids and music is how I feed them. Lo and behold, as I'm saying this, I discovered this evil white boy went in the church and killed 9 innocent people. God damn.
Hold on, moment of silence.
Bro, I get that all the time. I've never said this on a video before. I've been called racist, and people have told me that I don't like white people or whatever. My son is mixed. Tell me I'm racist. I mean, it is what it is, man. People are weird. And I can see it from, Yelawolf. Like I said, people call him racist because of the Confederate flag. And a lot of people don't understand what that means to people from the South. They look at it and just see racism. And like I said, I myself, when I first came out here, I saw Confederate flags everywhere, and I was like, gotta stay away from there. And then I learned that it's just a Southern pride thing. So yeah.
Nine innocent church going, people get murdered. There's not a word I can utter. There's not a rhyme I can say. There ain't no fixing that ever. Those people brutally slay, and I refuse to see ways to justify all the blame. Them motherfuckers insane. I got so mad at my own image. I took down merch. No explaining it now. It's only making it worse. This fucking coward, this criminal's just a prepared for the fight. Hell, I'll be stereotyped into my burial site. I married a loaded gun when I married this mic. Ain't playing Russian roulette, ain't playing around with my life. Cause what I cannot lose is the respect that I've gained.
Ain't playing Russian roulette, ain't playing around with my life. See, that's, like I said, man, that Confederate flag, it puts a stereotype on you. You know, and people, until they learn, they're always going to see that Confederate flag as a racist flag. Until they learn the truth, that's what they're going to see it as.
Friendships I cherish, fuck the money and fame. Black American culture is in the thread of my veins. It's rock and roll till I die. I'm just a rebel in shame, yes I apologize. For me and anybody with that flag. Honestly, any proud southerner is sad. How do you think I feel when I look at my granddad? Imagining him dead because of that piece of trash. I got nephews, nieces who need this peace between this, but media is fiendish. So if you feel like you're above it or beneath it, have a logical mind about who your team is. When you look at me, dog, don't look at me like another branch off a tree, dog. I took the shit and balanced it the best that I could. Try to hold up the wood of America's old seesaw. But this ain't hee-haw with me, ma. We ain't on the Cosby Show, are we, bro? Daddy may give a goodnight kiss, but I can promise you this, that you ain't promised tomorrow. I wish I could go back to the innocence. I remember my friends with no differences. But pigment is relative, is it it? Maybe by 2050 we'll be over it. Big crit, I love you homie, keep killing shit. You inspired us first, I got your back and that's limitless. It is what it is, we cannot fix all this ignorance. American flags up, it's over, I'm in this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. That's Yelawolf, To Whom It May Concern. Definitely a dope song, man. He touched on a lot of things. Like I said, people were calling him racist. Do I think Yelawolf is racist? No. He talked about his early stage where his first album, Radioactive. Now, I knew of Yelawolf before Radioactive, so I knew he could rap. I knew he was dope. He put out Radioactive, and I was disappointed in that album. Then he went, dropped Love Story. Love Story is one of my favorite albums. I've said it before. I used to listen to the album all the time, almost daily. And yeah, like he was just trying to display his Southern pride and, you know, get rid of all the negativity behind the Confederate flag and the South. And, you know, all it takes is one person to go into a church with a Confederate flag and shoot up people because of their race to bring all the negativity right back onto it. That's all it takes. And like I said, man, until people learn the truth behind the way that Southerners see the Confederate flag, it's gonna forever be seen as a racist symbol until they learn the truth. So yeah, if you're from the South, you want people to understand, just spread the truth about it. Tell them, look, it's just a pride thing, nothing to do with race. And you know, some people will get it, some people understand it, some people are stuck in their ways, and you won't be able to change their mind. But yeah, Yelawolf, To Whom It May Concern, dope song. Yeah, dope song. Make sure that like button, hit the subscribe button, come back for some more, and let's go.